you feel like towards the end, maybe the Baylor found a rhythm on the glass? You guys had dominated for most of that game, but then the Bears kind of turned it on towards the end.
They did. They got a couple of the long rebounds, the kind of those back-breaking ones. And even a couple, like we fouled them, and they got some free throws, when the ball, it was a 50-50 ball, when the ball came off the rim and we fouled them. But like I said, give them credit. Like they go hard to the glass, man. Like that was my biggest concern coming into the game was like watching, their tape against Indiana and Rio Grande. Like that shot goes up, man, and they got 4 guys flying in there. I mean, Tunde's, and they're aggressive. Like they're aggressive and quick and strong. And even when you box them out, you gotta beat them to the basketball. And that was our main focus was box and beat. You got to box them out, but then you got to beat them to the basketball too. You bet. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Safe travels, guys. I just want to say to Coach Drew, I mean, I thank you. Like, this is big time for you to even give me this opportunity. No. But, yeah, so a little bit about me. Naval Academy grad, played football all 4 years, then went on to 24 years in the SEAL teams. Retired completely in 2017. And 15 years ago, I started a foundation called the SEAL Legacy Foundation. We were just talking about this. It was in response to a seminal moment in naval special warfare history, the downing of an aircraft in Afghanistan called sign Extortion 17. And Extortion 17 had 33 U.S. service members on board. 17 of those were Navy SEALs. Single most loss of lives in our 63 years of history in naval special warfare in one combat operation, and the single most loss of lives in the entirety of the Afghan campaign for U.S. forces. We went from memorial after memorial after memorial, throwing our own pity parties, and finally a couple of us, we woke up, sobered up really, but then woke up and said, we got to do something. So we went from idea to IRS C3 approval to hosting a gala in Dallas, which next weekend at the Medal of Honor Museum, we're going to host our 15th annual gala in Dallas. We did it in 5 weeks. And we thought we were only going to raise money for the kids of Extortion 17. At that point, we did some math, and we'd lost 58 SEALs since 9/11. This is August 6, 2011, so we'd lost 58, only about 2,000 of us. There were 38 kids that didn't have dads, and we thought we'd make a difference there and be done, but it caught fire. Flash forward 15 years, and we've given out over $40 million in direct support to the families of our SEALs. We service the entirety of the Naval Special Warfare population that's active, former, and retired, reserve as well. We focus on really 4 pillars. One's educational. We give out college scholarships. We've given out over 500 college scholarships at this point to over 300 different universities and colleges around the country. We give general grants for quality of life. We pay home mortgages for our widows and the children when they've lost their hero and they need some stability. And then medical treatments, novel stuff that's not covered by the VA or guys are having a hard time getting access to. We have a Guardian program that's not necessarily financial in nature. It's more relational. It's about being able to access a relationship and make something happen that normally wouldn't. Example, former SEAL gets hurt in a free fall accident in Yuma, Arizona, where he was teaching current SEALs advanced free fall techniques. The accident should have killed him. 30 surgeries later, the answer to get him back to Virginia Beach and his family was a commercial flight that had a 3-hour layover in Atlanta where he had collapsed both lungs. He had a compound femur that penetrated his abdomen. Like it was awful. And if he has a pneumo event at altitude, like the plane can't get down fast enough, he's in trouble. So I make one phone call. I've got a private jet that's got a medical suite loaded out in it. They pick him and his wife up and fly him home. So our Guardian program does unique things. The thing I think we're the most proud of is our relationship with a program at Harvard called Home Base. They're the world's leading authority on treating post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury, which are the two Achilles heels that we have from the sustained combat of 20-plus years that we face. And we've put over 200 SEALs through at this point. We do a 2-day event in Boston. Proceeds go to Home Base. And now, because of that support, all SEALs, active, reserve, retired, former that left in good standing, and their families, most importantly, can go as many times as they need to go. I sit before you having been at that dark crossroad in my life where I was ideating, and I was ready to end it. And fortunately, the hand of God and some people that cared about me, I was in Boston, and they grabbed me from the event and took me straight over. And it's not only changed, but it's saved my life. So we've gotten 200 that have gone through. We've got another 200 on the waiting list that we want to get through. It's a special foundation. 94 cents of every dollar that's given goes exactly where we say it's going to go. This is the stat that blows me away and I'm most proud of. Charity Navigator and GuideStar are the two biggest independent evaluators of benevolence, IRS C3 approved entities. They evaluate over 4 million different nonprofits every year. 4 million. Less than 0.5% has the highest rating by both, and we've had it for 8 years running now. So we're incredible stewards of the treasures that our generous donors and supporters give us. So you want to know more about us, I'll shut up, and I know you want to get to the main event here. More about us, you can find us at www.seallegacy.org, seallegacy.org. I want to thank you all for giving me 2 minutes of your time. Coach Drew, once again, you're a superstar, and thank you very much.
Last time you worked with us, we won a championship. But
Then he went to the NBA. Thank you all so much. Thank you, sir.
thank you, DK. Well, I know they talked about their pillars, and I think one thing about this team is they've really embraced Baylor's 4 pillars. Spiritually, we had 4 players baptized, a GA baptized. Academically, we're on track to possibly have the best GPA in men's basketball history for the semester. Baylor built program; they do a great job. And then basketball. Glad that they're able to have an opportunity to get a win like this. I thought the crowd played a really, really big part in it. Again, for those that don't know, Washington is picked to be in the NCAA tournament by a lot of people, and they got a really good team. And as they get a couple guys back healthy, that'll be a real quality win for us. So I think one thing we've talked about is this team has a chance to be really good on the defensive end. And you look at second half, holding them to 38% and finishing the game 41% and 15 from 3. Might not be sexy, might not be pretty, but if we don't turn the ball over, and we only had 9 of them, now we hadn't been beaten up on the glass like that in our previous games. But if we don't turn the ball over and we defend like that, we give ourselves a chance to be really competitive, and especially if we rebound well.
Scott, they obviously have a lot of length. How were y'all able to kind of combat that? And, what did you think about the minutes that Caden gave you off the bench?
Well, I thought really happy for Caden. Caden is somebody, such a great teammate, such a pillar in the community. I mean, everyone that knows him loves him. And seeing the team celebrate his double-double was really cool. So you always can tell who the players really think's a great teammate, because it's really easy to cheer for those guys. At the same time, you had 6 guys in double figures. OB wasn't in double figures, but he had 7 assists. So I thought a really good team win. Can we get better? Do we need to get better? Absolutely. But if we can keep winning and getting better, that's a better way to do it.
Scott, just talking about maybe the resilience when they cut it to 5, a little over 2 minutes. We saw that Indiana loss in the exhibition where that was not the case. How do you think this group maybe took that into this game and built that into this win?
Well, I think our guys will continue to get used to playing at the Foster, but it's a huge advantage. And for most of them, it's first time on ESPN Power 4 matchup like this. So I thought after the beginning we settled down, and hopefully the more we compete and play, the better we'll start. But again, I think the crowd really played a big part in getting us over the hump. So thanks for the blackout. Thanks for the turnout. Thanks for the energy. This was a win, and at the same time, the more experience we get in these types of games, the better we'll be at operating and knowing as coaching staff, who do we go to, the players, what do I need to do, how do I need to perform. And again, there's so many things that we're just in the beginning stages of communication-wise that we can get a lot better in, and excited to see us do that.
Scott, maybe played something like this in the tournament, but Isaac Williams, just the minutes he gave you, and no turnovers, 12 points. I mean, just the game he gave you.
Yeah, I thought he got some 50-50 balls. He got on the floor. He made some layups, and he puts pressure on the defense. He's very athletic, and he's somebody that will continue to get better and better the more he plays as well.
Coach, the defense played with a lot of intensity tonight, forced a lot of turnovers. What do you see out of that unit?
Well, I think, again, with their size and length, hopefully, in Washington has a lot of talented players and a lot of players that have done it at the Division I level and the Power 4 level. So we knew we had to make things difficult on them, and for the most part, we were able to do that. And, again, a lot of players that last year scored double figures, player of the year in their conference, things like that. Like, they're used to playing well in big games, and credit our defense, size, length, and scheme. I think our staff did a really good job, and Coach Sanchez, Coach Nunes, Coach Hunt really done a good job helping those guys with their communication.
Bryce, make this last one, please.
Scott, do you think Michael was inspired by playing against his German buddy there?
Yeah, I thought 5 for 5 from the free throw line was good, and he was really efficient. I know he was excited to play against Steinbach. He's somebody that most people feel will be a lottery pick at the end of this year, and a lot of scouts I trust say that. So he's a talented player, and I know Mikey was excited about the opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, we got players right out here.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Get you the good stuff.
Isaac, obviously a hard-fought game. They cut it to 5 with just over 2 minutes to go. You guys were able to still pull it out. What do you feel like was the difference for y'all tonight?
Just sticking through. I like how we don't get rattled through adversity, and we all really believe in each other. So, we know if they go on a little run or whatever, we know we're still in it, and we're always going to be in it no matter what time in the game. So, just really us believing and fighting through adversity.
Caden, big night for you tonight. and teammates celebrating at the end. What was that like, and just what can you say about your night tonight?
It was just really a credit to my teammates. They found me when I was open, and I just wanted to do whatever I could just on the defensive end or wherever I fit in, just in order to help us win. So credit really goes to them just because they put me in the spots that I needed to be in.
Isaac, a lot of sort of loose ball scramble drills going on. When you're with a team that hasn't played together very much, how do you navigate those situations when the ball's bouncing around? You don't really know what's going on.
Like when there's a loose ball in the game, I mean, just go get it. Simple as that, really. We say first to the floor, so see the ball, go dive on it, get the ball, and really it's just a battle who wants it more. So.
Caden, they had a lot of length. Were you motivated by, just trying to bang with those guys?
It was just more so we wanted to keep them off the glass, do our job inside. The motivation was just we want to get a win, and we felt like this was a game that we can show and prove to everybody that we're a good team and we're going to be a good team. So we just wanted to get that win, and whatever we had to do to get that win, I was willing to do it.
Isaac, I think you scored 11 of your points in the second half. What got you going? What really kind of fueled you in that second half?
Just staying aggressive, and my teammates believe in me. So when I'm staying aggressive, they keep telling me keep going, no matter how I'm doing in the game. So I would say really just that, my guys just fueling me to keep going, and I'm gonna try to make the right play every time, whether that's me scoring or one of my teammates scoring. I'm gonna just try to make the right play.
Isaac, there was a play in the second half where the ball got knocked around. You picked it up, dunked it. Are you thinking dunk the whole time there when you get that loose ball? Or?
I mean, in the game, not really too much going through my mind. I just seen the rim, so I'm like, put the ball in the rim, So, yeah, I mean, seen the ball, just picked it up. I'm there, might as well dunk it. You feel me?
Caden, there was a fast break play where Cam Carr got the rebound, took it down. 3 guys fanned out to the left wing. You screened for him on the right wing. He goes in, scores. Was that a set play that y'all had drawn up? And what's sort of the mindset for you going down in transition there?
I don't believe it was a set play. Kind of my mind just going down in transition is how can I affect the game so I can give my teammates a shot, whether it's someone tags me on the roll or I put 2 on the ball, just whatever I can do to get somebody open and just really get an opportunity for us to just play 5-on-4, 4-on-3, or 4-on-2.
Isaac, Scott talked about the impact that the fans made today, kind of attributed that to how you guys were able to stick out those last 2.5 minutes in that game. What impact do you think they made, and maybe just the environment, and how big do you think that's going to be moving forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, the fans do a lot, especially for me. I mean, when I see they got energy, they believe in us, might act like it doesn't really help, but it definitely does help, and I know it fuels me. So once I see everybody getting excited, you can't help but get excited too. So they do help a lot on the court for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.